animal crackers on like 46 count over 1. Okay, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Anyway, Natalie from Sewing Room Secrets, she just finished Lily over 1 on 40. And it's, Lily's like, the frog is like this big. I'm gonna finish most all mine on 40 count. Now, I may finish the big skunk on like 46 because it's so big. All that to say, this is the one I started, Humphrey. He's just so cute. And see all of this. This is just fill-in, just going back and forth. And I love that. So here, and I also have to put their eyes in. As soon as I can, I put the eyes in. So they know that I'm carefully stitching them. And I care for them. Oh, I haven't talked for them yet. So that's when I've really gone off the edge, when I start saying, hi, my name's Humphrey. No, I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that yet. So we'll see. Anyway. Hey friends, it's Carol, Saltbox Stitcher, back again for another video. Here's my husband with my coffee. Thank you, dear. Saltbox Stitcher. What episode is this? 100 and... Oh, thank you, water too. Stitch more, worry less. 100 and...
41.
41. Oh, okay. That's the age our daughter will be next year. Anyway, I have so much to show you, and I'm going to try not to take too long. So I did not get out the patterns of the things I finished because some of you may have noticed the last video when it uploaded was kind of dated because I talk about have a happy Memorial Day, and by the time it got uploaded, it was after Memorial Day. We just had a lot of technical issues. He had a lot of issues with his computer. So anyway, it's better if he's got a really old computer. He needs to buy a new one, but he hasn't
old like me
bit the bullet yet for that. But anyway, the shorter the videos, it's easier to process them and edit them and that. But I have so much to show you. I don't know. 4th of July is over. I hope you all had a good one. But most of what I'm going to show you is patriotic. So that is what it is.
Should be year round.
Yeah. The peanut gallery is here. My friend Susan Aki, also known as Yard Girl 60 on Instagram, has decided she's going to do patriotic all year. Not exclusively necessarily. And I have to try to keep up with her because that's just who I am. Now, I will never beat her. I will never even tie her. She always wins because she's a fast stitcher and she's very focused on what she does. So anyway, so I think I'm going to stitch. I have plenty of patriotic to stitch. Now, again, not exclusively. I'll do samplers. I might do some fall, some Christmas, all of that. But let's get into it before I start babbling on. I did do some fully finishing on a couple things that I have recently finished. So hopefully I will remember the name of them. If I don't, I'm sorry. You can ask me and I'll give you the name. I just didn't get out the patterns. The first one, and this is just temporarily in this frame. Somehow I've lost my brie wax that I used like when I want to sand something down. I got this at Hobby Lobby. This was actually a picture. It was like a canvas oily picture inside, and my husband painted it. So, but I still would like it roughed up a little bit and distressed. So anyway, this is one of the things I finished this since I saw you last. This is Quaker Snippets number 3. So I used all the called for. I don't remember what linen I used. If I had the called for, I used it. If I didn't, I used something similar. Yeah. Oh, and this was the one, if you go back to my last video, I talk about there was a mistake on the legend for one of the colors. So you can go to my video or you can go to Country Stitches online because Brenda Gervais, because this is by With a Needle and Thread, she lists her corrections on her website. This one I also just finished. This is Flag Flock, I believe. This is by Plum Street. And I just finished it with some blue, added some rickrack. Some of these I just was finishing this morning because, you know, why do things early? And there's some sawdust on there. So anyway. What else? I had another fully finish. No, another finish, but let's go through fully finishes first. This is actually just called Mini Moon. This is by Plum Street. The one since then, she's named Autumn Moon and Christmas Mini Moon, but this was just named Mini Moon. This one I actually put green on the back because to me this kind of reads with a lot of green, but it does have a flag, so I'll call it Patriotic.
And you're Carolina Moonshine.
Yeah, you can cut that out. This is Faded Flag by October Fiber House Fiber Arts. I did change a few of the colors. I think my old red paint was very purple, so I think I changed that one. The next one I fully finished, and this is a With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. I am going to put some cording around here, but I didn't have quite the right color DMC skein, because when you do cording you have to use skeins, because if I put them on a thread drop, then I trim them so that they're the right size for stitching. This is Liberty something. It's by With Thy Needle and Thread. Oh, I can't remember. But it is definitely by With Thy Needle and Thread. It's an older one. I finished it a while ago. Maybe last year or the year before. I finally finished this one. I didn't do a very good job, so I'm going to hold it way back. This is Happy Birthday America. Now, I've kind of roughed up my paint on here, but I need to do the brie wax when I find it. But this is Happy Birthday America. I think I finished this last year or the year before. My pom-pom trim isn't the best. You're supposed to use a toothpick, and I just struggled with a toothpick. So I don't know if you're supposed to glue this down, maybe. She had put music on the back. I put music on the back. Anyway. Plus, the box that I got, and I can't remember where I got the kit, was actually like box that paper mache, or like it was a paper mache box that somebody had like covered with paper. So there's a lot of weird places where there's like seams from, I don't know, it was weird, but that's what I was given. So anyway, it's finished. The next one, and I've shown you this one a lot of times. Oof, this got dusty. My house needs to be dusted. This is Blackbird Designs. This is the one, hats off to Uncle Sam. It's there, but I usually have it like this. This is by With Thy Needle and Thread. This is My Home Sweet Home. This I actually got a kit from Country Sampler. It needs to be defuzzed because I use sawdust. And this is what they gave for the backing. And there was enough that that's what I used on the back of something else. What was it? Oh, my flag flock. So this is My Home Sweet Home by With Thy Needle and Thread. Got that one. This is the American Sampler. I posted a picture of this on Instagram on the 4th of July. and that's by Plum Street. This, oh gosh, I can't remember if this is Not Forgotten Farm, maybe. My Country 'Tis of Thee. It needs more sawdust. Sawdust will kind of settle, and you can kind of puff it up, but you really need to. I think it's My Country 'Tis of Thee. I think it's Not Forgotten Farm. Yeah, I think so. And then this one was a freebie. I had this, if you want the link to it, I've given it out before. I can't remember who this is by, but I have it saved in my files. But it is a freebie. Samplers and just one second, and I will tell you because I have it saved. It is Samplers and Santas 2017, and it's just called 1776. I have a lot of pieces that have flags, and I didn't even get out my blackbird ones, but I'm just showing you a few of these. This is Hannah's Brownstone. This is Scarlet House, I believe. Just a simple black frame just really sets that off. Hannah's Brownstone. This is either Liberty Hill or Liberty Inn or something like this. This is With Thy Needle and Thread. This is one of my favorite frames, the ones with the stars. And this is just a few of the ones that I have finished. This is Liberty Welcome by Plum Street. I must have done mine on like 36, whatever the called for. I didn't use 2 strands, so I'm thinking it's 36 because it's pretty big. And then the last one that I have framed that I'm going to show you is Summer at Hollyberry Farm by Stacy Nash. Love this one. Those berries are just so good. So good. So those are just a few of the framed pieces I have. I have, oh gosh, my husband's, this dough bowl has like a scratch on it. So I have this whole thing of little smalls. I'm going to quickly go through these quickly. I'll just tell you who they're by. With Thy Needle and Thread. Liberty, Land of Liberty. I did this one years ago. This is Seasons of the Heart by With Thy Needle and Thread. And that's the summer one. This is one of the sets from With Thy Needle and Thread, and it's Red, White, and Bloom. I think there may be another one, but I've done 5. Red, White, and Bloom. The Hat with the Sunflower. Uncle Sam. Red, White, and Bloom with the eagle. The watering can with the eagle and the sunflower, and the girl with the flag. And this one, these 3, what's the other one? Okay, there's 3. Where are they? These were also Brenda Gervais. These came out last year. I don't remember the name of these. There's 1. There's, whoops, 2. And 3. This is Sweet Land of Liberty. It says that. I think this is Beth Twist Homespun or Heartstring Samplery, I think. I love the bunting along there. A friend gave me this at a retreat. Love that one. That's just like a coverlet with a flag on it. This is Blackbird. This is in the Liberty book. Came out recently. It's got a bunch of, it's got Salute to Abigail and this one, and then there's another one. But it's Blackbird designs. This is Plum Street. Peace, Love, and Purpose, maybe. Yeah, Peace, Love, and Purpose is on the bottom. I sort of tried this braided, and it looks terrible, so I show it to you. This is, oh golly, who is this? I'm not sure. That could be Not Forgotten Farm. I know people are yelling at me like, Carol, you should know that. Anyway, cute. This is an old Lizzie Kate, I think. Could be Heart and Hand. Not sure. This is cool fabric, the flags. And that one's just fiberfill, so I did that a while ago. And then this is Summer. Oh, come on. There's 4 of these. I've done 2. Basket of Summertime by With Thy Needle and Thread. Love that. So that is what is in this dough bowl. And now let's talk about what I have been stitching. I think I forgot something, so I'm going to take a real quick break and I'll be right back. Okay, what have I been stitching? Mostly I've been stitching, oh, wait, scratch that. I'm going to also show you some finishes I have that aren't framed. Or some of these I'd like to frame, and that's why I haven't made them into pillows, because I've got so many of these little pillows, and they're everywhere. Not just this dough bowl, but this is Sampler House. This is Plum Street, Sampler House 3, 2. This is Plum Street, Liberty Inn. Love that one. That was really fun. Not Forgotten Farm, Flag Folk. I did this one on Heroic. A lot of people did it on Murky by Picture This Bus, but I did it on Heroic, which is the one that has like the red and the blue Flag Folk. Red and blue modeling. This is it's Plum Street. Somebody's stitching this, I just saw the other day. Flag, Flock and Sheep, maybe. Flag, Flock, and Sheep. Something like that. Love that long flag. This one is also Plum Street. This is God Bless America. This one I can't remember if I just brightened the white on the house or if I actually used 2 strands. I can't remember. God Bless America. I love the bunting or pennies around the edges by Plum Street. These all need to have frames. I know. This is one of the Rhode Island samplers by Plum Street. I finished this last year. This is the Heritage sampler. And this one I also finished last year. This is Live on Little by Plum Street. And there's plenty more that I want to do. Amazing. Okay, so then what have I been working? Oh, I had one more finished. This is not patriotic. This was Henrietta. She's a Cracker by Stacy Nash. I got her little basket finished. I just need to fully finish her. I think it's Henrietta. I had to ask somebody, is this a chicken or a bird? It's a chicken. Oh, I'm so weird. Okay, what have I been stitching? I'm going to run through it really quickly. And within this will be plans, because I don't think I did get a piece of color and cotton from the monthly club, but I don't think I got anything else. Maybe some threads. I pulled this one out to work on, and yes, there's a hanging thread, so sorry if that offends anybody. But hanging threads kind of let you know where you stopped. So this is Coming to America. This came out in 2020 with the anniversary of the landing at Plymouth. The Women of the Mayflower Coming to America. This is by With Thy Needle and Thread. I did the border and a little bit, and then I sort of set it aside because everybody was stitching on it. And I got this one out because I thought, well, this is kind of patriotic, actually, as far as history of our country. So I did all this fill in with Cape Cod. I finished some of the sails, and now I'm working on the people. And then I have all those birds to do. And then I can start the names. And the names, anytime you're doing lettering, it goes pretty fast. And then there's that at the bottom. I may go down to the bottom and kind of go back and forth with the names. But I'm pretty excited because I had this in my whips. And it's like, come on, Carol, let's get some progress on that. And then just like everybody else, I started A Worthy Patriot. Also this is like Plum Street and With Thy Needle and Thread video. Worthy Patriot. I don't have a lot done on it, and this is not something I even feel like I have to finish this year. I got this kit from Kitten Stitcher, so this is where I am on A Worthy Patriot. And I'm good. I'm happy to just keep plugging away on it because it's beautiful. The other one that I'm plugging away at is America 250, also Plum Street. She kind of hit it out of the park the last few years with Patriot. She does some of the best patriotic. Other designers do good, but she does some of the best. America 250, this was released as a retreat piece at the attic and then available through the attic. I was gifted this piece by a good friend who said she was at the retreat and she said, I will never stitch this. So anyway, again, hanging thread. This is where I am on this one. What happened with this one? I think I was at UPS. I had something to Amazon to take back and I drop it off at my UPS, which is right by my grocery store. So it's very convenient. Well, they'll do Xerox copying, and I don't have a color printer. So I was working on this, and I had added this page at the end. In other words, I had that page out. I think it was page 3, and I had it out, and I decided I was going to do a working copy. So when I was there, I said, I want a copy of this. They didn't give me back page 3. I don't know how it got lost in their machine. And of course, by the time I got back to it, it was like a couple days later, and I went in there, and they're like, oh, no, we just throw stuff away. I'm like, well, that might not be good if you're like copying marriage licenses or something like that. Anyway, so I wasn't able to proceed with the other half of this eagle because that was all on page 3. So now I had a friend who also had the chart, and she gave me a copy of her page 3. So now I can keep going. The next thing I worked on, I don't know if I showed, I don't think I think this is a new start since I did my last video. This is Teresa Kogut stocking, 1776 to 2026 stocking. And another hanging thread because that's the way I work, obviously. And this is where I am on this one. So I'm down to the house. So that's very fun. The other thing I picked up to work on, I've kind of been all over the board, but I'm okay with it. So, is I have the Little House Needleworks, the set of early Americans, and there's 9 of them altogether. There's John Hancock, that's the one I'm working on. Martha Washington, these are readily available. This one is Nathan Hale. That's the middle of the 9, Freedom, if you decide to do it all on one, which I am. This is Paul Revere. Abigail Adams. I love how there's women in here too. This is Patrick Henry. Molly Pritchard. And Betsy Ross. So last year I decided to start this, knowing that this is going to be a multi-year project. I started it on a piece. Dixie Sampler used to sell linen on Facebook, and I occasionally would buy some. And this is called Greystone. It's a 40 count by Dixie Sampler. So last year I did Betsy Ross, and that was kind of where I left it. And this year when I picked it up, I decided to do all the boxes around. Can you wait? Let me see if I can do this. It's sort of like a Hawk Run Hollow, so you have boxes all the way around. Because it's easier to just pick it up and work on one if you already know. You don't have to count to where it's going to be. You can. So the boxes are like kind of like doing a border first. So Betsy Ross is finished, and now I'm working on John Hancock. You see that? So I'll just pick that up occasionally. You know, if I do one a month, I'd end up with something finished maybe next year. That is the last Patriotic that I've been working on. But I also have worked on, I have 2 more that I want to start coming up. Do you want to see them first? Because they're Patriotic. And that is where's the patterns, Carol? There. Another Plum Street. This is George Washington's horses. So this is blue skin. Evidently, I had these on a kit, but I didn't want to use 36. I'm not as, I used to stitch a lot on 36. That was kind of my sweet spot. Now it's 40. Now when I go back to 36 and I use one strand, it doesn't seem like it's good a coverage. I don't know, just me. So while my eyes can do it, I'm still going to stitch on 40, preferably. So that's blue skin. And I have all of the threads for both of them on one ring. And this one I'm using, what am I using for this one? It's a gray because the horse is white or parchment. So blue skin, I'm using Nantucket Brew, which was in my original kit, but I changed it to 40 count. And then the other one is Nelson. And so this one is more on a brownish. And so I had a small piece of R&R mink in 40 count. Yes, 40 count. So this is what they're going to look like next to each other. One's kind of a brown gray and the other's more of a true gray. And there's all the threads. So let me take a real quick break and I will be right back. Okay, hopefully this won't be too long of a video for my husband's sake. So the other thing I've been working on pretty diligently, now there was another sampler I started, Jane Fawns by Blackbird. A lot of people are working on that, but I didn't get a lot done, so that's not even worth showing you. It's on the back of one of the recent Blackbird books. So anyway, this is Elizabeth Stevenson, 1854. This was the 2025 Queen of the May from Hands Across the Sea. This is gorgeous. And here's my progress. So I'm mostly up in this upper area. And I've done those two baskets on the side. They're identical. It's so pretty. So pretty. I am using Just the Ticket by Tabby Cat. I have an older piece. Mine is pretty yellow. Mine's sort of like buttercream. It's a lot more yellowy than it's coming across. It's kind of blowing out. It's very similar to parchment, which is what that is, that Mary Bars is on. Anyway, it really works good with all these pinks and pretty greens. So, and for that, I'm using a Verissois Soie d'Alger. There's no over 1 on this one. Did I just say that? I don't know. So, and I'm using 40 count. Oh, there was one other thing I'm working on. I forgot. Anyway, I'll show you that next time. I'm also working on Land That I Love, but I haven't made a whole lot of progress on that. A Teresa Kogut. The other thing, my friend Susan Aki, or maybe I have it here. No, I don't. My friend Susan Aki, Yard Girl, and we get together once a month. Although she's a new grandma, so I don't know. We'll see when we get together again. Anyway, I think she's done 12 animal crackers. Again, you can't win. You can play along. That's what she encourages everybody. Just play along with me, but you're not going to win. And I know that. So I'm fine just playing along. So I think I now have 8. Since I finished Henrietta, I have 8. I have 6 that are fully finished, except for their little piece or their little accoutrements. And then 2, which is Harrison. I showed you that last time, and now Henrietta, that I still need to fully finish. So I decided to start a new one. Now, I love animal crackers just because I loved dolls as growing up. I loved playing. But like Brenda Gervais years ago, and I don't know if she still has these on her website or not, but she used to have a lot of doll patterns on her website. That's when she was Country Stitches. All her patterns were Country Stitches. Some of them I've gotten rid of. Some of them I made, and some of them I got rid of the patterns. But anyway, they're just stuffed dolls. It might be a garden doll, and yeah, it's just fun. So that's why I like animal crackers. That's the first reason. The second reason is most of them have a lot of fill-in. And there are times when I don't ever lose my stitching mojo per se, but if I'm tired, if I'm not feeling great, I don't want to have to do a lot of fiddly stitching. And sometimes motifs, like on a sampler, can be pretty fiddly, especially if you have a lot of confetti stitching. So animal crackers just fit the bill. So I'm always, until I do all of them, I'm always going to have an animal cracker going. Now, I'm not crazy like some of these, like Natalie from Sewing. You have to go watch Sewing Room Secrets. I think she's wonderful. And of course, Sean, Periwinkle Stitcher. They do a lot of these beautiful things. And then there's, I think her name's Sally, Humble Bumble Stitcher. She doesn't do floss tube, but she does Instagram. And she does all these animal crackers on like 46 count over 1. It's like, okay, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Anyway, Natalie from Sewing Room Secrets, she just finished Lily over 1 on 40. And it's Lily's like, the frog is like this big. I'm going to finish most all mine on 40 count. Now, I may finish the big skunk on like 46 because it's so big. All that to say, this is the one I started, Humphrey. He's just so cute. And see, all of this. This is just fill-in, just going back and forth. And I love that. So here, and I also have to put their eyes in. As soon as I can, I put the eyes in. So they know that I'm carefully stitching them. And I care for them. Oh, I haven't talked for them yet. So that's when I've really gone off the edge, when I start saying, hi, my name's Humphrey. No, I haven't done that yet. So we'll see. Anyway, I think that's all I have. I think Mr. Saltbox decided I was too boring or something. I don't know. He left. I don't know. Anyway, so I just thank y'all for each time you come back. I thank you for those that have donated to my Buy Me a Coffee. I really appreciate it. It helps more than you know. So it's optional. If you want to donate, I appreciate it. If you don't, just watch and just enjoy. So anyway, I think that's all I have. I tried to make that quick so that I didn't make it too hard for him to do all of the editing, because last time he really struggled and I felt so bad. So anyway, it's hot, it's summer, it's Florida. I went to a baseball game last week for my grandson, sat outside in 100 degree, well, it felt like 105, I think it was 97 for 2.5 hours, and so I was kind of proud of myself. Now, it was closer to the beach, so there was a little bit of a breeze, but yeah, it's hot and it's Florida, so I can't really expect anything else, but that's why I'm not really into fall yet. It's too hot, it's still summer. So anyway, that's just who I am. So I will see you when I see you, probably sometime in August. This is still July, but you may not see this till August. We'll see. But hopefully by the end of July, this will be uploaded. So anyway, love ya. Bye.